All right. We come on the radio live, interrupting broadcast in a different language. What was that? Was that Tibetan? What language was that? It was beautiful. Yes, this is Miguel on the radio, the 15th of July. We are live all over the world from Warsaw, Poland. And how many people do we have? Yeah, we have a good amount of listeners. Hello to our listeners of today. This is the special show Wednesday afternoon, summertime. A lot of things happening. When life speeds up, I want to talk about things that happen that are not under your control. Have you ever had everything happening at the same time, at the same month? Changes, new opportunities, relationship changes, financial changes, big dreams, things falling apart, things rebuilding, things connecting dots. How do you deal with it? How do you deal with change? Is change something positive? That's what we're gonna talk today about. Speeding up life, things are not under our control. The illusion that we should have all figured out. Sometimes you're just building something exciting while feeling uncertain inside. Both can be true. Yes, slow down, having contact with yourself, being aware of where are you in life, who you are as a person, know thyself, understand your limits, your capacity, understand where all this is going. A positivity, not always easy to have. People disappoint you, but you cannot control what people do, how people think, what people say about you. You cannot control. You can control what you do in your day-to-day life, what you do and how you live your life. Your actions speak much more than any gossip. This month has been since February. This year has been really, really tough. A lot of things happening, changes. It's a very intense life. This event organizing, getting people together, building a community. What for? Yes. What's the purpose? Does it help others? I think so. I have to say it does help others. It helps people that you don't even intend to help. I believe I am of service. I am providing something, even unintentionally. Changing things around, moving forward, breaking paradigms, starting something from scratch. Challenging, not easy. There are things that try to hold you back, but you keep on going. You keep on going. You sleep well at night. You wake up the next morning. You exercise. You do everything to keep sane, to keep a sanity, to keep energized. Try to eat well. Treat the body the best way possible. Yes. Where are we going? What's the goal? You cannot control everything in a relationship. It's about 2 people, it's about 3 people, 5 groups. You cannot please everyone. Cannot make everyone agree with you. You can just do your best. Keep consistent. You can just try. Should you try change people's mind? I don't think so. They have their agenda. They have their what they believe. They believe their own battles. Yeah, everyone is fighting their own battles, and you have to accept it. You have to accept it. You have to take ownership of your life, of your choices. Take responsibility for your actions. Sometimes you make good decisions. Sometimes you make bad decisions, and all of them have consequences. No one is perfect. Being human, self-acceptance as well. Dealing with your inner thoughts. I'm so happy to start providing workshops on mental health and we have a support circle. We have a lot of good things happen. Incredible professionals joining us to share their knowledge, to share their tools, to help people. And by helping others, hopefully help myself as well. To find some closure, to find some peace, a routine that is more stable. How to deal with friends that become enemies somehow. People that wish you well, that work together with you, that were there, and then boom. Now they're not working with you no more. They are actually doing everything they can to make you fail. And that's a hard pillow to swallow. That's something so disturbing. Yeah, that love or affection, that friendship, that care, and it can just turn around. The tables can switch, and instead of being a companion, instead of being a comrade, instead of being a partner, being friends, working in the same direction together towards the same goal, you not just stop working together, but then you start working against each other, and that can be so destructive. Yeah, and dealing with it is not easy. How to transition from working together, from being friends, or from having a relationship, to not have a relationship anymore, but still be able to cooperate in a productive manner. Those are leader questions. Those are important questions when you're building something. To how to cooperate and keep things constructive when you're not working together with anyone, and because it involves disappointment, the expectation, it involves human emotions, It involves so many things, and how to deal with that. You cannot control what other people think, and if you don't want to, or what they do, if you don't want to, if you see that working with them is not, or being in a relationship with them, being friends with them is not working anymore, it's not really something possible to continue. How to keep that constructive and collaborative moving forward? Yeah, those are the lessons that I'm learning at the moment. I've been learning for the past 2 or 3 years. Just you cannot please everyone. Okay, that's a rule. Sometimes you have to have the courage to be disliked. Following whatever work ethic, following your values and boundaries and the path that you believe is right. Following that and it's not possible to follow that and not disappoint some people and especially when you create something that is big as Impact Force. So now sometimes we're working with 300 people in 1 week. It's not possible to please everyone and to make everyone just incredibly happy. And the intention is to connect. The intention is to collaborate, perform, share, to serve, and offer something important, something of value. But dealing with humans can be tricky. Dealing with the psyche, the emotion, the inner thoughts, the traumas, the whatever patterns. And I talk from myself, from my perspective, from my ones towards, and also the people that come around, and it's so hard. It's so hard. You cannot predict. You cannot. You can only do your best and follow your inner voice. And if you are truth to yourself, to whatever you feel it's right, and you keep on going. By my experience, it works. I am changing a few things. I am realizing a few things. I am improving, working on myself. I have very good people around me, and there's the effort there to choose wisely and weight decisions the best way possible. But even with all that consideration and self-awareness, it's not you cannot always get the best of everything or just give the best on to everyone and make everyone happy. Yes. And that's the lesson there. Something to keep in the back of your head. Constructive, destructive. Every choice has its toe. And the illusion that we have everything figured out, we don't know what's gonna happen. We shouldn't. No one should have everything figured out. Maybe it's having a minimum structure or routine or resources can be can take a lot of weight from one's shoulder, and the element of surprise will always be there. You know, you're improvisers, actors, musicians, surprise, artists. It's a funny thing, art. It's a funny thing. Comedy, it's a funny thing. You know, it's just it's telling jokes. Some people see it as art. Some people see as something to prove. Prove me that you're funny, that you're talented. Prove me that you have what it takes. It's a process. It's a process. Like painting, like working on a big scale orchestra. Just learning every day and moving forward. What environment generates better creativity? Is it an environment of disarray? Is it an environment of constant obstacles? Is it an environment of completely uncertainty? Or is it an environment of comfort and stability? Maybe it varies for everyone. I sometimes, after starting this journey as community builder or artist or whatever you want to call me, describe me, getting people together to do creative things, that's a big goal to have. That's a big dream. Sometimes people want to work together. Sometimes people don't want to work together, and it disappoints people. And they take it any way they want to take it, and they do anything they want to do. And the world is a big place, and but I think consistency, time is always tells. I think time, there's nothing like time, honestly. I being patient and keep on looking at the destination, at the light, and just following that. And I think as a community builder, something that is interesting, something that I want one lesson there, it's learning to be alone. The difference between loneliness and solitude, the difference between feeling that you have no one to count on and you are completely vulnerable. It can be overwhelming for some people. Yeah, I think as a foreigner, we are here in IMI Radio. Some people are far, far away from their family, from their home, from anyone that can protect them. And you put yourself in such a vulnerable, exposed position already. Just, if something happens to you, who's going to be there? Some people come alone, and then you are at mercy of destiny, of whatever happens. Is someone going to be there? Can you deal with that? Can you do it? Some people cannot be far away from their family. Some people cannot take that risk, cannot adventure themselves into the unknown. Yeah. But then here again at IMI Radio, most of us are in this reality of some people in different situations, even dealing with documents. Am I going to be able to stay here or not? What's going to happen? My permit. That creates so much stress. I can only imagine. Luckily, I don't have to deal with that. But then, what if I break my leg and I cannot work? What if I lose my job and I cannot pay rent? What if something happened to me? I get sick. Who is gonna take care of me? Am I going to depend on someone? Am I going to be independent, self-sufficient? Am I going to ask for help if something happens? Who am I going to ask help to? Very important questions. And after living around the world for 15 years, I haven't asked myself that so often. Those thoughts are not present for long periods of time. I don't actually know all of that. I don't have those things figured out. And for me, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. For me, I don't need so much certainty to be at ease. But there is a limit for everything. Yeah, there's a limit for how much one can take. And it depends on each individual. Some are more adventurous, some are less. I feel that I'm in my limit. I feel that I reached my limit of instability or of doubt or of disarray. It's tricky. It's just there's a comedy festival happening soon, international comedy festival. It's coming up nicely. There's a few elements missing, but it's luckily good people involved. But there's a lot of care into that, a lot of thought into that, and while that is happening, there the events that I'm organizing at the moment and providing some service, support circles, own your story, workshops that improve mental health, that focus on the individual needs and what struggles are they facing. The flow event with dancing and connection. So many things happening and cooking with strangers. And those events, they bring me a lot of joy, to be honestly, like 90% of the time. Doing comedy shows, what an honor, yeah, to just be able to go there and make people laugh. Those are privileges, I believe. I feel lucky to be able to do that. And while all of that is happening, all the background, the backstage, yes, backstage, logistical weight, yeah, to deal with it, to as well follow values, follow work ethic, follow my inner voice, follow what's right for me, and being truth to myself, and following this path while doing all of that, and dealing with the backstage issues. The some people are lovers or some people are haters, or that's what some people love what you're doing, some people they don't like what you're doing, and some people just hate everything you do and everything you stand for. And you have to acknowledge and understand that those things happen. Boundaries. Why saying no can be an act of kindness to yourself, to your future self, and kindness to the other person. Just saying no, this is not gonna work. It may disappoint people, and you cannot control that, but just saying no, I don't see this happening, I don't think we are going the right direction, let's just stop for a minute and don't do this anymore. Just say no. Boundaries, so important. Catching cross boundaries earlier, instead of realizing them days later. Just noticing and say, hey, this is, you're crossing it there, the line, this is not working. I think for some people, boundaries can be so much easier than for others. There's a thing of people pleasing, but then there's the opposite of people being arrogant and selfish. So how to go from being arrogant and selfish to being a people pleaser? How to stay in somehow in a healthy spectrum between those things? That's an important question. How to do it in each situation to avoid of being completely selfish to the point of arrogance, while maintaining your boundaries and not being a people's pleaser, and just sticking to your values, your goals, your objectives, and who you are, and being truth to that, what you want. That's something to study for. That's something to put a lot of thought and consideration into. What about the people that come and go? Friendships changing. Why some relationships and even they end even without a big fight? Yeah, they just end. And what do people leave us with? I think that's the big question. When those relationships end, what stays there? It's is it appreciation, gratitude, love, or is it anger, hate, despise, or disgust? What stays from living something with someone, from sharing the brief moment we have in life to dedicate yourself to someone else, helping them, being connected, working towards one goal, or I think that's an important question to ask. Well, what people leave us with? These people that are going, what stays, and you wish them the best. You hope they are you at the end. Everyone is everyone is a reflection of someone else. Something that I've noticed is that healing is not something linear. It's not something that goes progressive or something. Some mornings you feel amazing. The next day you question everything. And that's completely fine. That's completely normal. Everything is impermanent. And acknowledging that things change, that even your feelings, emotions, they change, and there are days and there are days. There are days that you are top of your game, and there are days that you are average. And be grateful for the days that you are top of your game, and your everything's in order, and be grateful for it. And if you are average, be grateful for the good things that happen in your average day. And if you are feeling down and some things are not going your way, be grateful for the challenges. Be grateful for the lessons. Waking up in the morning, just thinking that today is going to be an amazing day. Today is going to be the day. Today, everything that comes is going to be positive, and believe, and do your best for those things to happen. Move. Step around. Run after what is precious and valuable. Do your part. Even if your part sometimes may be doing nothing and resting and thinking and reflecting and being bored. It's so valuable to be bored. I wish I was bored more frequently. I don't have the privilege to be bored right now. I would love to be more bored. Just days of looking at nature and reflecting on life and everything that this experience has been so far. But sometimes it's not possible. I don't think I can be bored for the next 3 months, because I have so many responsibility, and that's okay. And how creativity comes on all of that time to be creative. And I think there's a relationship of creativity with boredom. Most thoughts or interesting ideas come out of the emptiness, torture that it is to be bored nowadays. I think in this world of constant stimulation, no one is bored enough. And because being bored is it can be angustiating, it can be torture to some people. You are with your thoughts and emotions and yourself. What now? What do I do with myself? It's like taking care of being alone with someone else's pet or child or something. Okay, what now? What do I do with you? I'm not ready yet. Yeah, liking yourself and being alone with yourself and with your thoughts, bored, can be a lot to ask to some people. Can be a lot to ask for some people. Yes. to me, those are the moments where that idea may come, that concept, that vision, that epiphany, if you're lucky, will just manifest, and out of the torturous, boredom, monotonous, excruciating silence or noise of your own mind just repeating, regurgitating thoughts, emotions, regret, memories. From all of that, something may come, something no one has ever thought about it before, and that's something powerful, something to consider. What about rituals? Small things that keep us grounded. Walking, meditation, reading, cooking, talking to a friend. For some people, getting on stage, that can keep you grounded, you know. Just going there, performing, doing your best to achieve whatever goal you have in that play, in that music bit, in that show, comedy. Being on stage may give you this sense of being grounded, of reality, of connecting with yourself. What is your ritual? I'll let you think about it while we listen to a nice song. Let's hope for a song that maybe we can be bored. Maybe a boring song. What is the most boring song ever recorded? Or maybe a boring artist? Who comes to mind when we say boring music? Yeah, it's interesting. What is boring music? Some people say jazz is boring. Why not going to a jazz, a classic jazz? Let's listen to some jazz and relax. I'll be right back. It's not jazz. Be right back after the nice.
Just the way you look tonight. With each word, your tenderness grows, tearing my feet apart. And that laugh that wrinkles your nose, it touches my foolish heart. Oh, lovely, never ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Just the way you look tonight. Just the way you look tonight.
Let's fall in love, why shouldn't we fall in love? Our hearts are made of fate, let's take a change. Why be afraid of fate? Let's close our eyes and make our own paradise. Little we know of it, still we can try to make a go of it. We might have been meant for each other, to be or not to be, let our hearts discover. Let's fall in love, why shouldn't we fall in love? Now is the time for it while we are young. Let's fall in love. Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Our hearts are made of fate. Let's take a change. Why be afraid of fate? Oh, oh. Let's close our eyes and make our own paradise. Little we know of it, still we can try to make a go of it. We might have been meant for each other, to be or not to be, let our hearts discover. Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Now is the time for it while we are young. Let's fall in love. Let's fall in love. Oh, let's fall in love. Let's fall in love. Fall in
gamblers like a streak. When we're out together, dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I love to climb a mountain till reach the highest peak. But it doesn't thrill me half as much as a dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I love to go out fishing in a river or a creek, but I don't enjoy it half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Come on, dance with me. I want my arms about you. The charms about you will carry me through right up to heaven. I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak. And I seem to find the happiness I seek when we're out together, dancing cheek to cheek. Dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, 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 heaven, I'm in heaven, and the cares that hang around me through the week seem to vanish like a gambler's like a streak. When we're out together, dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I love to climb a mountain till reach the highest peak, but it doesn't thrill me half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I love to go out fishing the river or a creek, but I don't enjoy it half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Come on, dance with me. I want my arms about you. This charms about you will carry me through right up to heaven. Oh, I'm in heaven, and my heart is so that I can hardly speak. And I seem to find the happiness I seek when we're out together, dancing cheek to cheek. When we're out together, dancing cheek to cheek. When we're out together, dancing cheek to cheek.
And we're back. Yes, after some jazz. Were you bored? Good. That's the goal. That's the objective. That's the direction. Be bored more often. You'll be surprised of the amazing ideas you would have just by, being alone or in solitude with your thoughts. Some solutions of real life problems may emerge, may come, may have a vision, see something that you haven't saw before, something from a new perspective. So I'm all about boredom. Bring boredom back. Where did it go? To close our show tonight, I have something to ask. What's one thing that's changing in your life right now? And what is it trying to teach you? What do you think that change it's bringing to the table? What do you think that change is telling you? I think that question invites a honest reflection, and I think it gives you a reason to engage after the show. After the show is over, do you have something changing in your life? Life is about change. Everything is constantly changing. Nothing is permanent. But what is that changing telling you? What does that change affecting your life, and what do you think that the change will bring moving forward? And that's the show for today. Today at Miguel on the radio, we talk about when life speeds up. Ask important questions. Have you ever had everything happening the same month? Or it felt that everything was happening at the same time in your life? Changes, opportunities, relationships, financially, financial pressure, big dreams, all just fast. The illusion that we should have all figured out. Sometimes we're building something exciting, while feeling uncertain inside. Both can happen, can coexist. Learning to be alone, the difference between loneliness and solitude. And what have you realized by being in solitude, being by yourself? Boundaries, saying no, it's an act of kindness. Cross boundaries as early as you can. And the people that come and go in your life, relationships changing, friends, business, romantic. Some relationships end and you don't even know that they have ended. And what people that pass through your life, what do they leave there? What stays with you? And if you talk about healing after losing these people, or after these people are gone out of your life, what's the effect? Mourning for someone, or how do you feel letting people go? Giving time to process that and respecting that time. And how to use creativity as an outlet. becoming a way of processing life. And we talked about rituals, walking, meditation, reading, cooking. We talk about communication, talking to a friend, asking for help, coming to our support circles where you have a MA clinical psychologist facilitating and giving you tools to deal with some issues, some whatever problems you have been facing, and again leaving with the thought, what's one thing that's changing in your life and what is trying to teach you. This was Miguel on the radio, the 15th of July 2026. This episode is gonna go everywhere. I want to put this episode everywhere. If you're listening live on the radio, lucky you. Perhaps you'll be listening on YouTube or Spotify or Instagram. Perhaps, who knows? Thank you so much for being with me this afternoon, and I'm wishing you a great day. Enjoy, have fun, be grateful. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
To była powtórka w IMI Radio.